Yo, what's going on, swamp meat? I don't usually do this until like actual changes are in the game, but I'm actually baffled, kerfuffled, flabbergasted at how incredibly disappointing these changes are. So for those of you who don't know, Little Frito Pie uh, is a character that people have been complaining about, me included. I wouldn't necessarily say she doesn't need to be buffed, but in comparison with the other characters that released during the post Cherno DPS, because there is a big difference between post Cherno and pre Cherno. You could argue that Frito Pie is easily the weakest, right? And prior to Frito Pie, I think probably the character you would have to say is easily Avocado or Agave. I'm not sure to say her name. I call her Avocado, right? But I actually enjoyed Avocado because she did a little bit more than just be a DPS. But I mean, I'll probably talk about that a bit more in a second. But the little buffs are out. And a season, they didn't cook at all. They got in the kitchen, cut on the stove, and just let the food burn. No seasoning, no sauce, no nothing. They just cut the bitch on and just let it run. So here's what was changed. The auto aim feature for Frito Pie standard skill will be improved to better prioritize available weak points. I believe that's talked about a little bit better in the game itself, because I just woke up and found out this happened. I think in the game here it does it better. I think it says it locks onto the target, or the part that's closest to the crosshair in the frame. Like, I guess, for example, if you're aiming at a target with multiple weak points, if you're aiming that has multiple weak points that are kind of close together, I guess it aims for the one that's closest to the middle. I'm assuming that's what it means, which actually makes sense. I'm honestly surprised it didn't work like that, but I don't think there's really too many enemies that have that many weak points or whatever, that close together. The second buff is for her ultimate, and it's to make sure that the AoE maintains its maximum range and at all times. So if I'm ensuring that, or if I'm understanding that's right. So, like, for example, prior to the update, whenever you built up her stacks, each stack that's built increases the range and the damage of her ultimate, but now they're just making the range be equal to the max, which I guess makes sense. That's whatever. Also, apparently as well, I think sorry, I have to keep going back and forth. I think this was explained on snowbreak.gg better, but the animation of her standard skill will be slightly sped up by removing the step back from the skill animation instead of immediately squatting down to enter fire mode. Apparently this is supposed to be implemented later than the first two changes, but I'm not entirely sure like that was a thing. I mean, we can go try it out. Fuck it. Let's go try it out. Let's go pull her out in game, because these changes have not been implemented yet, especially the second one. The Star Master. No, let's go to Star Master. Actually, I haven't done Star Master on this account. I'm pretty sure it's gonna throw me in a tutorial. Oh, Purge. Here we go. Yes, I don't do hard on this account. I can't be bothered. Don't at me. Let's see. Where's little beady Frito Pie? Where is she? Because, like, I didn't know that was the name of her standard skill, because in the actual game announcements, they just used the skill name. But let's see. Oh, right. So what? Oh, I guess they're just removing that? Okay. I guess. Okay. All right. Okay. I see they literally didn't address any of the issues with her, because aside from her DPS, my main issue is just how she works in general and her over reliance on this damn weapon. Season, hello. Why is she so stamina hungry? There's so many questions I have, because nobody who asked for these changes. Please, somebody please tell me Who thought that this is what she needed? She needed her, you know, to stop bouncing back when you pop into her skill. Honestly, the first one's actually a pretty good change. It's nice quality of life. But the second one, I'm like, maybe it's because I don't use her often. But whenever I use her, bro, the last thing on my goddamn mind is this damn ult, right? Like, again, it's nice quality of life, but there are so many other issues, such as the stamina cost of her weapon, the over-reliance on the summonable weapon, her damage being okay. Like, I'm questioning what's happening here. This might be one of the few times Season took an actual L. Yeah, like I literally I don't know what to say, man. That's crazy. That's insane. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know, man. Like I'm thinking about it now, and I'm pretty sure people had a similar reaction to when Avocado was buffed. But like the reason why I think Avocado was handled better than her is because the big thing that came out of Avocado's changes. I don't even think she got buffed damage-wise, but it was a nice quality of life where you don't have to get fucking arthritis trying to use her skill. You know, mashing the skill button. But I was probably one of the few people who thought Avocado was okay because she did more than just damage. She is the best part breaker in the game, period. And with that in mind, it's like, I can be more forgiving of her damage not exactly being the best because she does offer more than just pure damage, right? Like if Annie Life came out and her damage was bad, she would have needed to be buffed. Let's see, who's another? I don't think I have all the DPS characters on this account, but if Cherno Cherno's different. If Cyrus came out and her damage was bad, she would probably have to be buffed. Who else? Fucking Summer Katya. If she came out and her damage was bad, I think she'd be buffed. She would need to be buffed. But you know, Avocado is one of the few characters where I'm like, you know what, I'll let it slide just because, you know, part breaking is quite frankly a big thing for some bosses, and to not have a character who's good at doing that, plus good at, you know, doing some decent damage as well, I can look past that. But Frito Pie quite literally offers nothing outside of her damage. She is a main DPS and there's no excuse for her to be the way that she is. Kind of disappointing. I'm hoping that they do implement the changes. I wouldn't be surprised if most of the community is just questioning the decision making at season games. And like, I do understand that it's, you know, it's kind of not a great time for them, like considering everything that's happened this update. This is arguably one of the worst updates for the company itself, because of like everything that's going on with the story, then having to essentially rewrite the whole story, and then there's a whole second censorship thing. I believe that happened this update as well, or was that last? I think that was the end of last update actually. But you know, that happened at the end of last update, plus having to rewrite the whole story. So I can understand that, you know, they're not in their A game. I'm not excusing them for this decision, but I'm just trying to make some sense of what possibly could have happened. But anyway, that's my little 2 cents. Let me know how you guys feel about this. And yeah, man, pouring out for Frito Pie. She's not changing. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Hope that you have a great day. And yeah.